Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to another interesting video. In this video I'm going to discuss exercise 2.2. Here we have question number 3. Prove that 1 plus 2 omega into 1 plus 2 omega square into 1 minus omega is equal to 6. So to prove the given question, to prove this question, we have to take left hand side. So taking left hand side, so we have left hand side is equal to 1 plus 2 omega, 1 plus 2 omega square into 1 minus omega square. We have to prove it's equal to 6. So to prove this is equal to 6, so we can write 1 plus 2 omega into 1 plus 2 omega square. 1 we will take minus as a common, so we get omega plus omega square. Now we can write again 1 plus 2 omega, 1 plus 2 omega square into 1 minus 1, because omega plus omega square is equal to -1. Now 1 minus into minus is plus, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So now we can multiply 1 into 1 and 1 into 2 omega square, so we get 1 plus 2 omega square, and omega with 1 and 2 omega square. So from here we get 2 omega plus 2 plus 4 omega 4. Now 2 into 1 plus 2 1 plus 2 omega plus 2 omega square plus 4 omega 4. So 2 into 1 plus 2, if we take 2 as a common here, so we get omega plus omega square plus 4 into omega cube into omega. Now we can write 2 into 1 plus 2. Omega plus omega square is equal to -1, so we replace the value. Plus 4 into omega cube is equal to 1. Now it's omega cube, omega 2 omega square into 2 omega is omega cube. Sorry for mistakes. So which is equal to 2 into 1 minus 2, because 2 into -1 is -2, plus 4. Now this is equal to 2. 1 minus 2 is -1, and -1 plus 4 is 3. So we get 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. Hence left hand side is equal to right hand side, because we prove from left hand side and we get right hand side. I mean, we prove from left hand side is equal to 6, so which is the required result, or which is the required proof of the given question. Now we have another question in this part, which is minus 1 plus iota under the root 3 power 4 minus 1 minus iota under the root 3 power 5, which is equal to 512 omega square. So to prove the given question, we have to take the left hand side. So left hand side is equal to 1 minus 1 plus iota and under the root 3 power 4 minus 1 minus iota under the root 3 power 5. Now we know that omega is equal to minus 1 plus iota under the root 3 divided by 2. So if we multiply 2 both sides, so we get 2 is cancelled with 2, so we get 2 omega is equal to minus 1 plus iota under the root 3, and same as 2 omega square will be equal to minus 1 minus iota under the root 3, because we already discussed in our previous lecture that omega, the values of omega. So we can put the values of minus 1 plus iota under the root 3 and minus 1 minus iota under the root 3. So we get 2 omega power 4 into 2 omega square power 5. So now simply we apply the power to each. I mean, if we apply 2 into power 4 omega power 4 and then 2 power 5 omega square power 5, so we get from here 2 power 5 2 power 4 is equal to 2 into 2 is 4, and 4 into 2 is 8, and 8 into 2 is 16. So it's 16 dot omega power 4 and 32 omega power 10. Now we will multiply 16 multiply 32 and omega 4 dot omega 10. So from here we get 14 multiply 16 multiply 32, we get 512, and power added, I mean if the base is same, so we can add the power, which is omega power 14. Now from here we get 512 into omega 12 into omega square, 512 into omega cube. We can write omega 12 like this: omega cube power 4 into omega square. Now 512 into 1, because we know that omega cube is equal to 1, so we will put the values of omega cube into omega square. Now 1 power anything is equal to 1, so we get 512 omega square, which is equal to right hand side, so hence left hand side is equal to right hand side, and we prove that this is the required result